been called one of Hollywood's most charismatic and versatile actors. It's Ben Barnes. Do you like that introduction?
Yeah, who said that?
I'm full of compliments today.
Just you, just now. That's it. That's the only person that said it.
You've got to live up to it now. Welcome.
Thank you.
I think the reason people say that is because, first of all, you are charismatic, you're a nice guy, but you're also kind of multi-talented in that you act, you sing, you're an all-round performer. Do you think that's important to have like every skill in the business nowadays?
Not necessarily.
No?
I think there's so many actors that I love that just do one thing, but they do it so magnificently that you can't help but be drawn in by it.
Yeah.
There's people, some of my heroes, you feel like they basically played the same character for their entire careers, and it doesn't matter. You don't want anything else from them. They don't want to give you anything else. And I think it's an equally sort of difficult skill set as being like a sort of chameleon or a character actor and switching everything up and wanting to sort of hide behind these different masks, which is more the category I would prefer to fit into. But I think, that equally you have those kind of actors who kind of build their brands through their careers, and you know them for that thing and you love them for that thing. So, I think they're both sort of equally valid.
The fact you are a singer, you're able to use it in one of your new projects, Jackie and Ryan, which is great. It had rave reviews at the Venice Film Festival. Tell us about that movie. You're a folk singer in that one, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I've done a lot of kind of musical projects in my life that I'm not that proud of.
There was a Simon Fuller moment, wasn't there? Who discovered Spice Girls.
Yeah, there was a sort of teenage moment. We've all got them.
I've had one as well, don't worry.
And but this seemed like something that would be just genuinely cool. And I told the director not to cast me because I didn't play the guitar. I had no real knowledge of like the history of American folk blues music. I mean, I love that genre of music, but I didn't really have any knowledge of it. The character was Virginian. I mean, it just seemed, I loved sort of delving into different characters, but it seemed like a bridge too far a little bit.
Right.
But she went, that's the exact reason. The fact that you are even contemplating it is the exact reason that I want you to do it. So I spent 3 months every day having guitar lessons.
Because it looks like you can play the guitar. Like there's one scene when you're singing and playing the guitar. You just all
there's quite a few scenes. Yeah, there's quite a few scenes. It was 3 months, but it was pretty intensive. And I hung out with a guy called Nick Hands, who my character was sort of loosely based on, and he helped me inordinate amounts. And then we would just between takes on sets they would be teaching me these other old sort of blues standards, and I was sort of learning that style of singing, and we were sort of running and jumping into moving trains, and it was so much fun. It was a world I didn't know about, and it's so nice to sort of delve into those worlds and try and see the world through someone else's eyes. It kind of opens your eyes to sort of new perspectives. These guys who this character was based on live in New Orleans. They live kind of meal to meal, day to day, and they just play music all day, every day, and they love their lives.
My wagon, I will pawn you my team. I will pawn you my watch and my chain. And if this train runs me right, I'll be home tomorrow night, or I'll ramble this world till I die.
So let's go from something very real to something, let's shift slightly to something that's in the fantasy world, a movie you've got coming out in 2015, that's of course Seventh Son. Tell us about this. It's based loosely on a book, isn't it, that people may already know?
Yeah, there's a series of books called the Wardstone Chronicles in England, or the Spook's Apprentice books, and they're sort of weirdly set in the north of England, with this amazing rich world of spooks and witches and ghouls and ghasts and ghosts, and
fantastic part of the world, by the way, which is where I'm from.
Well, yeah, I wanted to do it like that. But it being an American movie, no one would have understood it. No one would have understood a word you were saying. So we've kind of we've made it American. We've made it a bit more adult and a bit grittier because they're kind of children's books, to some extent. And but they've also made it much more sort of visually exciting. A lot of the villains can transform themselves into various dragons and hawks.
Julianne Moore looks stunning in it.
She's so fabulous. She's so kind of like sensual, and she's having a blast with it. I think people always say it's like the most fun thing you can do is play the villain. And she's having a really fun time doing it. And she plays it in such a glamorous,
Yeah.
glamorous way. I didn't get to work with her that much because she's sort of this sort of arch enemy of Jeff Bridges' character, who's the main character. And then by default, obviously, becomes my nemesis as well. But I don't really sort of encounter her till near the end. But she's great.
I said you were a versatile actor at the beginning of the interview. Let's shift again now to another project you've got coming up. You're a busy boy. Sons of Liberty on History Channel.
Yeah.
This is obviously a historical story that people know, and you're playing a real historical character, Sam Adams. How is that being a Brit? Because this is basically about kicking us out of the US, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's the 10-year run-up. It's 1765 to 1775, so it's the 10-year build-up to the War of Independence, basically. And it's funny, 2 of the 5 sort of Sons of Liberty, the founding fathers of this country, were played by Brits. But we had some, fabulous Yanks in there as well, rounding it out. Yeah. It was a bit weird. There was a scene that I wasn't present for where they were like burning a Union Jack, which I'm happy I wasn't there for that, because that might have felt like a step too far. Yeah. But it's a fascinating period of history, and I don't know how well educated. I certainly was not particularly well educated about that period of history, because we know, there's been so many dramas, and it's been the War of Independence itself has been so well documented. There's lots of great films about it, Patriot Games, all that. But this is about the sort of build-up. I didn't realise that Sam Adams, John Hancock, Paul Revere, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin. I didn't realise that all those characters had at one point been in the same room as each other. Yeah. And 3 of them became presidents of this country. And just the idea of how this kind of group of young guys revolted, and created this incredible rebellion. Yeah. Sam Adams is now, since the 1980s, famous for being, on that.
The name of a beer.
On that beer. Well, on the beer bottle, exactly. So there's something involved. There's something in that. There's something in what people think Sam Adams might have been like. So you can infuse a bit of that into what you're doing as well, because you're making it for 2015. You're not making it for 1775.
Yeah, so, right. Gotcha.
So it's got to be interesting in that way.
Well, before you go, let's make it fun. Because of Sons of Liberty, and because
Sorry. Yeah, no, we're just going to do something fun now. I don't know what it is.
You've been dying to use that phone, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh, it's the banker. He says 50 grand.
You're just improvising now. It's very good, isn't it?
Deal or no deal?
Deal.
All right.
I think you've pulled the comedy spotlight towards you now. I see what you've done.
I've been watching Between Two Ferns, and I've been inspired.
You have. Are you becoming American? All your characters, upcoming. You've got an American accent now. You live in the US.
Yeah, they are. All 4 of them
are. Are you becoming American, or are you still a Brit? So a cup of tea or an iced coffee?
Tea.
Tea's got to be, hasn't it?
Tea all day, every day. Keep calm and drink tea.
Toilet or restroom?
Toilet, because you're not having a rest.
You're not having a rest.
It's
I've
not
never
restful.
Understood that. No. Okay, spotted dick, and I'm not being rude, or pumpkin pie?
Neither.
No.
I'm not much of a dessert person, but definitely not those
Spotted
2.
dick is basically sponge with currants in, isn't it?
Yeah, which I don't want.
A great name. Nonetheless, jumper or sweater?
Jumper.
Yeah, sounds kind of more fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fanny pack, not keen on that, or bum bag? Again, probably neither.
I think both are a massive no-no.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, they're basically the same thing.
They're the same thing.
But fanny pack for us Brits just
Fanny means something different where we're from.
It's just nasty. And finally, British or American lemonade? Which are different
British
things
lemonade.
Again. Yeah.
Hands down.
Which is basically Sprite or 7-Up.
It's got to have some fizz.
It's got to have some fizz in it.
Bubbles.
It is Sprite and 7-Up-ish, but you
Call me Bubbles, darling, everybody knows.
What can I say on that note? Thank you very much, Ben Barnes.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.